Hi, Nat. Oh, she's frozen. Oh, there you are. Hello. Hold on. Let me just try something. One moment. No. Oh, there we go.
Happy Sunday. Well, it's Monday there, but hi, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. Please let us know. Hi there. Oh, there we go. Just let me know where you're at in the comments. I'd love to say hi. Please say hi. Hi, Susan. So nice to see you on here. Thanks for connecting, and we just enjoy having everybody do that. I have something right there. I don't know what it was. But thanks, everybody. Anybody who comes on, please feel free. If you're interested in connecting with a loved one or a pet on the other side, please click the link and get yourself, it says mini reading, but it's really so much more than that. It's $19.97. You just click the PayPal Buy Now link in the description, in the comments above, okay? And I also would love for you to get yourself a reading like that. You can do it using video. You can actually come on video with us. You can come on audio, or if you just want to do the reading in the comments, that's completely fine too. It's always fun to be able to connect with the video because, you know, with the social distancing thing, it makes it feel not so far away, you know, and not so distant, I guess. Susan says, I always try to pop on to say hi. I'm so glad you did. Hi, Yancy. Thanks for coming on. Nancy said, I would love a reading in need of guidance. Well, if you're interested, please, really, I highly recommend, you know, click on the link for a reading. It's $19.97, and I promise you it's not a little teeny, like, short reading. It's in-depth enough. You're going to get something out of it for sure. You know, that's what we're here for. It is to help guidance, help connection, because sometimes, you know, life can be difficult. And so, you know, just connecting with the people, connecting with yourself first, connecting with yourself, your heart center, your higher self, connecting on that kind of a level with yourself is such a great place to start. But then when you connect with us, we help connect you to higher guidance. We help connect you to your own higher self, if that makes sense. So most definitely, and you're welcome. I'm glad you're on. Thank you for coming. So there's a lot involved, but $19.97, click the PayPal Buy Now link in the description for a live reading right here on this show. In the next hour, we're going to be doing that. So totally invite you to do that. Also, if you subscribe to our lives, you get a free spin on the prize wheel, and everybody wins something. It's awesome. So not only am I a pet psychic, but a pet medium. So that means I can, I've been doing a lot of lost pet recovery lately. And so that's, you know, not as easy as going, oh, your pet's over on that street. Not always that easy. But it's very fulfilling to be able to try and help someone find a pet. Also, you know, connecting with pets, if they're having, all of a sudden their behavior has changed. What else is going on? I can help you with that. I can help with settling your animals so that you have a better understanding of what's going on with them, where they're coming from. And for pets that have passed, connecting with those and seeing if there are specific messages that they have for you. A lot of people hold on. A lot of people feel guilty. Whether it's a person who passes, a pet who passes, there's guilt involved there. So my recommendation is if you're having any kind of guilt about anybody passing, you just need to kind of take a look and really ask yourself the question, why am I feeling this kind of guilt about a passing? Most likely it has to do with the way the situation was while the person was living. Did you spend enough time? Are you questioning all those things about yourself, right? Because we can only do the best we can do. And, you know, on the other side, they really, there's a lot more understanding than we think. And even for people who may not have been all that understanding when they were alive, there's a certain amount of understanding that comes with passing and that whole experience. Pets the same way. Pets do not want us to feel guilty about, did we do enough for them? Okay? Because this lifetime is not about feelings of guilt. It's about moving through feelings of guilt, moving through negative emotions about ourselves and about others. If that makes any sense. So I had no idea what I might talk about tonight, but you know, that really is important because so many people hold on to things that really, once you hold on to them in your head and you're thinking about them, that begins to manifest in your body. And that's not what we want for you. We want you to be, you know, in a place where you can move forward and have an understanding and not beat yourself up for something you think you didn't do or you didn't do good enough. So that's, if that makes any sense at all. But, excuse me. So having to come to terms with that stuff, it's it can be challenging for people, for sure. It can be definitely challenging. But on the other side of that too, there are a lot of times, I was actually just watching a new TV show. It's called Believers. And in this show, it's really interesting because a woman and her son had gone missing. And in the TV show, when they had gone missing, the woman's sister kept having these dreams like her sister was contacting her and was showing her images like the number 13 and kind of like a wooded area and all of that. Well, another woman had called, she was driving, she had called in to this emergency number, and she was at mile marker number 13 at the edge of the woods, and she had reported a woman who was laying on the ground, and she thought that she had passed away. And the woman opened her eyes, and the woman, you know, that called got scared. Long story short, she went back to the phone to call the police. And when the police got there, they went over and there was nobody there. And they didn't look, this was at nighttime, so they didn't really explore it any further because there was no woman laying there that looked like she had passed. So the woman's sister, who was having the dreams, contacted the police again and was explaining all of this. And so making that connection and then pulling up that police report with the number 13, the wooded area, and that they were both having experiences that led to this woman and her son who were missing. It ended up that they were in a car accident. The woman did pass, but the son, who was only like 3 or 4, was still alive. And so the detective had said that something like this is definitely, you know, the mother communicating from the other side. Because if they hadn't found her son when they did, he most likely would have passed away. He was not doing very good. So she was determined from the other side to get the message across of where she was and that they needed to find her son. So what I'm going to say is that if there is a message and it's supposed to be meant for you, there's no way that you're not going to hear it. Spirit will come in and they will give you the message you need to hear. And even if it's just you having a reading, you will get a message you need to hear. It may not always be the one you want to hear, but it will be the one you need to hear. So if that makes any sense. But that show is very interesting. So I was like, yeah, I've heard of stuff like this happening anyway, but it's just to reassure you guys that whatever is happening, it's happening for a reason. So if, that job or that relationship is having challenging times or anything like that, just know that there's something that's working through the whole situation. There's a reason why things are happening the way that they are. Sometimes we forget just how connected we are, our higher self, connected to the universe, connected to everything, and everything interconnected, right? So it's just one of those amazing little things that we living our spiritual bodies, living in the physical world, we just sometimes forget. That's all there is to it. And so, we're here to begin to remember again. Remember who we really are, what we're really here for. And we're all at different places in that journey, and that's okay. That is completely okay. So, it's just very interesting. I was saying earlier something about the fact that I was doing a lot of pet recoveries, and that I'm finding is very interesting because I've really always wanted to work with the police and work, with missing person cases and different things like that. And when I started getting messages about lost pets, I thought, well, this is sort of the same kind of stuff I was talking about, because I definitely want to do as much good as I can with the gifts that the Creator has blessed me with. So that's what's important to me, is to be able to help with that. So I'm hoping that as my journey continues, I just kind of, it's what I'm feeling that I'm drawn to. So, it will pop up. I just have to be ready to follow it, just like everybody else. Our journeys are our own. So, we always wonder, what am I supposed to be doing? More than likely, listen to that little bug, that little intuition that you have that's telling you, you're thinking, because sometimes we fight against that. And then we want other people to tell us what they think we should do. And what feeling are you getting? Like if it's a new job or if it's a relationship that, that you're in, that people are like, well, I've been in this relationship for 12 years. I'm not sure if it's the right one. Well, I mean, I hope it is for you. It's that kind of thing where, listen to yourself. What is your gut telling you? What is your intuition telling you? So, but I'm happy to see everybody tonight. Again, if where you're from, let me know. Hope you're having a good weekend. It's almost over. I can't believe July is, we're into July and it's almost halfway there. Oh my goodness. Let me know where you're watching from. That would be wonderful. And if you're interested in reading 1997 live video, audio, or in the comments reading, just click the PayPal Buy Now link in the description. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I actually My husband and I are into real estate investing, and we're very new at it, but we actually have a property that we are kind of working on. And so we were doing that earlier. I told Kat, I'm like, oh my goodness, I am tired today because I actually did some physical labor outside and doing things. But so glad to be here with you guys. Hi, Amber. United Kingdom. Woo woo. Thanks for coming on. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been interesting. An interesting day for sure. I have been actually, I don't know if anybody else has felt like they've been fighting the energies that are like swirling around. But I do. I mean, I get up in the morning feeling kind of tired and I do my thing. And then I sit like around, I don't know, around this time normally sometimes, and I just want to take a nap. Anybody else having that kind of stuff happen to them? Because I know I am. Probably just me. Sometimes it's hard for me to think, hey, I'm getting older, because I don't feel older. You know, my soul, all of that does not feel older. As I've gotten older, I feel more reassured. I feel more self-confident, all of that stuff. So it's like getting older, yeah. Just looking over here. Yeah, summer has definitely been hot here. That's for sure. We've had a lot of really hot days. Like heat index last week, I think, was like 106. The temperature was only like 93, but it was quite hot with that. So, but you know what? In the wintertime, when it's cold, I don't like it when it's really cold. I would rather have it be like here, it would be comfortable at around 79 degrees with a little bit of a breeze. Perfect for me. Perfect. But okay, so I have a question for you. Rain mainly here. Oh, gotcha. What is the weather there? Is it warmer or is it cooler right now, Amber? You guys probably, I don't know if you're about the same as us or maybe a little bit cooler right now. But as I'm waiting for you to answer, I'm going to actually see we're going to do a general card pull from my Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Yep. And I'm just being drawn. And this is a general one. We'll say for the week ahead. How about that? If I can fumble through my cards. See what we can get here. If I can get them. Cooler, I think the highest we get is about 28, and that's really hot to us. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so you guys aren't a whole lot different than us, I think, right now. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the cards and see what we can get. Hi, pretty. So we are doing readings. They are $19.97 for a live reading, video, audio, or in the comments. So if you're interested in that, please just click the PayPal Buy Now link in the description, which would be on YouTube. It will be below, but above on Facebook. I'm going to do a general card reading now for the week ahead, if I can get the cards to work for me. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'd love to do a live video reading. They are so awesome. And, I would love that. You guys would be amazed. The connection is so great too. Okay, so this is for this week. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I don't even know if I've ever seen one of these, but this is the card. White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. So this week, all about kind of letting go of trying to control everything and just really trusting with the flow how everything is going to be going. And look for stuff that's unexpected. Unexpected blessings. Not what you would typically expect that would come to you. You know, that's exactly how I feel about this, because, you know, when we think of a raven, most of the time we think of black ravens. I actually did not know there was a white raven. And so this tells us trust in the magic. So please make sure that you do that. Really let yourself breathe. Trust in the magic, trust in miracles. Many things are going to be happening, and sometimes we just have to pay a little bit of attention. If you're into numerology, this card is a 66. If you add the 6 and 6 together, it's 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So any kind of combination of those numbers, you know, just really magical for you. So just trust that. Trust in the magic that is really going to be coming your way. There's so much that we take for granted when we just think we go through our everyday lives, and then we had everything shift because of the COVID-19 thing. We had to get used to a new normal, but I don't like using normal. I mean, you should be kind of living your life out of the box anyway. Don't get so used to doing things the same old way that you get stuck, because that always is the beginning to, okay, I'm going to say, is everything is good until it becomes obsessive. So everything is good in moderation, right? So the moment you begin to get obsessed with something, you know, I mean, every kind of obsession turns into something that's a very bad habit. Doesn't start off that way, but it can. So make sure that if you're, you know, you're living your life, do things so that something is an adventure, something is new. So don't get stuck in the same old process, the same old kind of beliefs, the same old kind of being. That's really important right now. So, you know, that's the message for the White Raven Spirit for this week, starting tomorrow. Some people are already in tomorrow, so I guess it's today for you, like Kat and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool, though. But just remember, that's kind of what the whole deal is there. Don't forget too, if you're interested in getting a reading from your pet on the other side, I'd love to do that for you. Click on the link in the description, $19.97. If you'd like to have a psychic mediumship reading for yourself, if you have specific questions that you want answered, the same thing. Click on the link and we will get you set up to have a video, an audio, or a reading in the comments. Either way, I gotta say I'm very partial to the video ones because the connection is amazing when you can do that. So we have a long week ahead of us, but it doesn't have to be that way. We just have to think of it as positive as possible and realize that we can make decisions about how we want our week to go, and kind of put it out there every Sunday night or whatever. just, visualize how you want your week to go and ask it to come to you, like a magnet, like you're holding a big giant magnet, or you that are that magnet, How do you want your week to go? Hi, Erica. Thanks for coming on. Yes. So be that magnet. Be that person who you're attracting. You're attracting those things to yourself. How do you, and here's what I want to say. When you're starting your week and you say, well, Monday didn't start off good because this was delayed or that was delayed. It's okay. Trust that delay was meant to happen, that there's a reason for that delay, whether it's for something you have going on, whether you were sitting in traffic, anything like that. Trust that there is a reason there, because there is a reason. There's a reason why everything happens. So if you can hold on to the fact that things just don't pop out of nowhere, we really do bring things to us, whether we realize it or not. So, going inward with ourselves and becoming our own best friend, our own best buddy, whatever, to your higher self is the best thing that you could do. It really is. So if you're thinking to yourself, gosh, here we go, the week's going to start. Don't look at it that way. Look at it, all the opportunities that are going to come about. Oh my gosh. I mean, can you see them? I mean, they're right there in front of you. So just trust that any of those opportunities are going to be something amazing for you, okay? Because they really are. Again, we're talking about the White Raven Spirit, the card that came up, and expect magic, miracles, expect the unexpected, and be ready for it. Don't just go, oh, wow, that's kind of cool that happened. I wonder how that happened. Well, you know what? You attracted that to yourself. So you pat yourself on the back and be very happy that you did that. Oh, again, thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. It's Online Psychics Live. Don't forget to, you can go to our website, onlinepsychics.live. There's a reading room where you can go in and get a reading from myself or any of the other psychics or card readers that are on there, mediums. You can schedule it ahead. Sometimes you can actually get a reading immediately. So either thing you want to do is fine, or you can get a reading with me right now. How about that? You can go on video or audio or in the comments, 1997 live readings. Just click the PayPal Buy Now link in the description. We can talk to your pets. We can talk to your grandma on the other side. We can connect with, there's all kinds of things people are always asking. People ask, does my grandfather know that I was with him before he passed? I was holding his hand. Of course he does. Of course he does. Because his spirit by that time is already like crossing back and forth from that reality to this reality. And if someone is pregnant and, they're going to be having a child and, they're saying, my dad passed before my children were born. Does he know that I have children? Well, of course he does. He was holding those children before they were born on the other side. There is a bond there that even though somebody doesn't see someone, doesn't know them in this lifetime, doesn't mean that that soul connection, that soul bond is always there. It's always there. So, there's a lot of questions that people have. People, ask about developing their intuition, and something like that. You've just got to, first of all, you have to get to know yourself. You have to be open to getting to know yourself, your higher self. You have to keep your head open, your mind open, your heart open. And it will start. You'll start to, sometimes people hear things that sound like this. See if you can hear it. It'll sound like somebody's whispering in your ear, but you don't know exactly what they're saying. And then it gets to a point where you might hear somebody actually saying something. Dreams are a big way for messages from the other side, because it's something where, if we dream about the fact that we're on a big magical unicorn flying across the universe in a dream, hey, that's so cool. But if we were actually doing that in real life, people might be a little freaked out by it, right? So dreams are a place where spirit, your higher self, the creator, can get messages to you in a non-intrusive kind of way. You're more apt to believe what you're hearing in the dream, what you're seeing in the dream, what's happening in the dream. And then after a while, you'll start recognizing when it's an actual dream and when it's actually communication from the other side. So that's hugely, hugely important when you're developing your intuition and your psychic gifts, or any other gifts that you may have as well. So just keep that in mind. Those are a few ways. You could always read books and things like that, because that will give you some knowledge, okay? A jumping off point, a starting point. But my experience is that if you can work on it yourself, if you can, if you put out there and you set the intention that you want to communicate, that is a beginning starting point as well. I will say, when you are starting and you are opening yourself up, your heart, your mind, your soul, please make sure you do some sort of protection. So what I want to say is that, because when we open ourselves up, we're not just opening ourselves up to the creator, to God. We can be opening ourselves up to things that aren't so pleasant either, but they're very easily would take advantage of you. Something negative energy. So make sure you're doing a protection prayer, that you're like smudging, you're cleansing yourself, your area. And sometimes just, if you, like at the beginning of your day or the end of your day, if you're showering, use that water as a purification, okay? Use it. So as you're purifying and cleansing your physical body, you're also doing that with your spiritual body, your soul body. And then also you can carry stones with you that are protective stones. You can also use, for protection, you can also have things like, you can smudge yourself with sage or anything like that. Let's see. Amber says, I would like to get a reading for myself. I'm on my daughter's Facebook. Will the message still be for me? And my name's Bianca. Hi, Bianca. I would like to do it over a message, and I will just like to see what you get for me. Okay, Bianca, you can do it through Amber. That's fine. All it is me connecting to your energy, and so we're just doing that. So, Kat, I don't know if you saw that, but Amber's mom, Bianca, is interested in a reading. So, yeah. Bianca, all you do is click the PayPal Buy Now link. Did you see that, Kat?
Yeah, I just saw it. I was just about to put it up, but you'd nearly finished reading it.
Oh, okay. So, I know. Okay. Okay, Bianca. So, yeah, just let us know. Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, that's just fine, Bianca. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Yep, Kat. So Kat will make sure everything is all set there.
Yeah.
Sorry, scoot my chair up a little. But yeah, so there's so much. We just got to remember to protect our energy. Your energy is your most precious gift. It's the high form of currency on this planet. Because when we're voting, people, that's our energy. People want that. When we're buying things, that's our energy, right? We can get into even extraterrestrial things that our energy is also important to them. So anyway, but it's very important to remember that your energy is so important. So important. So take a drink here. Thanks you guys so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. And we will wait for Bianca when she's ready and everything's all set there. And since you just want to do it in the comments, Bianca, that is just fine. There is a little bit of a delay, so just be aware of that. I don't know on whose side it is. It's probably, who knows, but there is a little bit of a delay. So let's see. So we were talking about energy and protecting that energy. Very important because, your journey goes as slow or as quick as it needs to. Sometimes it seems like it takes forever. Other times it goes like lightning speed. And, the more that you want it to go fast, it just doesn't work that way. It goes at the speed it needs to. So trust that in your journey. I mean, I used to be a big control freak, I wanted to learn how to do this and all that. And nope, it had to go as fast as it needed to go. I actually knew a woman once that she thought that, and some people might be able to do this, but there's a part, it's the soul part, it's your higher self part, that connection that she was kind of forgetting about. She was thinking, and she read like every book she could think of. And she thought, if I do this, then I'm going to be able to cruise on through and I'm going to learn everything. And once I learn it, then I'm going to be able to do it. But no, it did not work that way. And, the way that we comprehend things, the way we experience things, everyone is different. And we only do things or know things from our experience. So myself and, my friend over here, our experiences are different growing up, whatever. So the way we see the world going to be completely different. So that's why it's hard, but we have to try not to judge people so much, right? Because their experience is their experience. Our experience is our experience. And it doesn't get any simpler than that, really. We try the best we can to make that experience, kind of walk in that person's shoes kind of thing. That's all we can really do because we don't know their experience. So, okay, all set then.
Ready to go, yeah.
All set? Okay. Okay, Bianca. Okay, awesome. I have some time kind of restraints. You let me know if there's anything specific that you're wanting to know. If not, I'll just get started. Just let me know, type in the comments, and we will get going. Thank you so much for getting a reading. Well, I will tell you while you're doing that, I am picking up some stuff that I'm not sure who you're taking care of, but I feel like you put your total self into this. There's someone that you're taking care of, or you have been taking care of. Either something has happened recently where that's changed, or you just started. So, okay, Bianca, I will do that. Okay, so just let me know if any of this resonates with you. But I feel like you have been or just started taking care of someone. And it feels like someone that feels like family to me. Um, let's see. Um, and I'm seeing this woman, and I'm not sure if this is you, but this is a shorter woman, dark hair, um, and always a smiley face. I feel like that this woman, like I said, this woman is either you or a person that you're taking care of. I do feel like that you give so much of yourself, and a lot of times you will not tell someone. It's very draining for you, but you keep going. I mean, you just keep going. It's you make me tired thinking about it. So what I'm feeling is that um, this is something where I also feel like a connection. Okay, I literally was just gonna say I feel a connection to children. Oh my goodness. But I also am feeling littler children too. So I don't know. You've always been someone who does something for someone else. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I feel like that you love doing it, that you want to do it, but it's very difficult. It's very challenging. Um, I am going to say something about and I am not a doctor. Please don't use what I say as medical advice. But I do feel like that there is an issue with you. I don't know if it's thyroid or if it's something to do with your energy or your adrenal glands. I'm not sure if that makes any sense to you, but I feel like because of all that you've given of yourself, literally you have drained yourself as well. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you or not, but it would not be a bad idea to just be aware that you need to really watch your health at the same time. Okay. I feel like there is a male on the other side, and he's making me see himself as a younger person, a younger man. But I feel like, because I think that's how he wants to be seen, but I feel like that when he passed, he was older. You're anemic and haven't been feeling. Yes, okay. Just make sure that you get yourself checked out, things like that. Because when you're helping other people, I mean, I'm sure people tell you this, but when you're helping other people, you have a tendency not to always think about yourself, or, you move through it, you do what needs to be done, right? So just to really be aware of what your body's telling you, okay? So going back to this, I feel that there is a male energy that comes across, shows me himself as younger, but as he passed, he was older. When I say older, I mean maybe 40s. It's hard to say exactly, 30s, 40s, maybe even a little bit older than that. But the way he wants you to see him is how he would have been in his 20s. Does that make sense to you, Bianca? Let's see. Okay. So this man is, he's telling me, it was sort of he's a nice guy, but he's like, I was sort of a ladies' man. He's like, I had more friends. He said, I had friends that were guys. He goes, but I had friends that were women. He goes, women. He goes, I can't help it. Women loved me. And he was like, so your brother, okay. So he's just very much like this guardian of you. He's like, he has a lot to do with telling me things that are about you. He's like, because she won't always, he thought that, huh? He won't always, he says, you won't always speak up for yourself. And so he says, I'm here to do it for her. So he seemed very protective, even on the other side, very protective of you. That bond that you have with him is just amazing. He is like your protector. He's like your guardian angel. He is saying too that, I'm not sure if this is how he passed, but he's showing me some kind of impact to his, makes feeling like around this area, like under the chin, neck area, bottom jaw area. Like, does that make any sense to you? He's making me feel like there was something, either something about him in that area, or there was some kind of an impact or some kind of injury in that area. So it would be like lower jaw, chin, neck area, if that makes sense to you. He says that I don't know if you are younger than him, but it feels like to me that he's always saying that he was your big brother. Does that make sense to you? Any of what I said makes sense. Oh, oh my goodness. So that's what he's talking about. You touching his beard. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, Bianca. I'm so sorry. That 2 years is not very long, but I'm telling you, he comes through so strong. Oh my goodness. He really is. He is showing me, first he shows me a white flower, and then he shows me a red rose. Does that make any sense to you? So, okay, you say no. What part? I know it's hard with a little bit of a delay, but so not sure. Okay, with the rose, that's what you're talking about. Because I don't know if he's making me think that there might have been some kind of connection with the rose, something, and it may be funeral stuff, things like that. And it may be just him giving you that, because white is purity and red is love. Does that make sense? So, but what an amazing connection he has with you. He is never too far away from you. You literally could have a conversation with him at any point in time and then wait, because you will get an answer. He is just that kind. Oh my gosh. But you know what? He's always been very connected on the other side. He's had a gift. He had a gift for a long time. I think he might have listened to it himself, but he never made it very clear to other people. I don't believe that he had this gift, but he for sure does, Bianca. For sure. For sure. So I wanted to ask you too, is there any kind of question that you have related to anything we talked about or any other specific question. Oh, you said he was lost down here. He found his calling up there. He is just, he's happy as can be. He, of course, in the physical, he misses, you know, people like you or whatever, but he's doing soul work on himself. And he is just fine. He is just fine. Always there around you. He knows what's going on in the family. He keeps tabs. He's very good at that, he says. He keeps tabs on what's going on in the family. So I would say, you know, very big blessings for you and your family. But he's also talking too, don't forget to take care of yourself, because you really need to be healthy to help take care and help others be healthy. So let's see, has he got anything else to say in his with my mom? Yes, he has definitely seen your mom. He's saying that he doesn't stay around all the time, because it's funny, because he's saying that she has some of her friends on the other side. And he's talking specifically about 2 other ladies that might have passed either before or after her, one or the other, if that makes sense to you. Your brother also mentioned something about, I don't know if you're planning a short trip, and this may be with a few family members, and it's like he's saying something about the countryside. Okay, there we go. So it's your nan and her sister. Okay. So he is talking about that trip. So it's going to be a little getaway. It may only be for a weekend, but it is going to do your soul a whole lot of good. A whole lot of good. So just know that, like I said, I feel like there's going to be a few family members that are going to go with you. And these, I mean, like, could be your immediate, like some children. So just keep that in mind, okay? And just know when it comes up, he had something to do with planning it for you. But it's going to be something that you're going to very much need, okay? Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Bianca. I hope that resonated with you, and that it was a good connection for you. Hi, Marcy. And thank you for letting me read for you. For sure. Hi, Chris. Oh, you are very welcome. Thank you very much. So appreciate you coming on. Hi, Pretty. So, like I said, thank you guys so very much. Thank you, Amber, too, for allowing your mom to come on. And Bianca, thank you so much. Oh, early birthday present. Well, happy birthday. So maybe that's what you're thinking your brother wanted to say. I think that's why he came through today, is because he knew it's your birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day. Hope you have an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for coming on. It's always a pleasure, for sure. So whose birthday is it? Amber's or Bianca's? Is it Bianca?
I'm a bit confused then. But Amber. So I just realized she's doing the reading. The other girl is doing it. I just thought.
Hi, Kat.
Was talking then. Sorry. Can you hear me? Oh, good.
Yes.
Amber, is it your birthday or Bianca's? Bianca, okay. Well, happy birthday to Bianca.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking.
It's Amber's
yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your show, Nat.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I had a great time. And talking away and doing a little birthday dance for Bianca. Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's Bianca's birthday. Yeah, not but yeah.
That's right.
Excuse me. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll be back soon for Online Psychics Live.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.